People, bring them in, bring them in, bring them in. Uh-oh, I see peoples. I see peoples. Here we go. One, two, three, four. Coming together in love we rise. Building community online. Sharing our hearts feels mighty fine. Making each day better, one song at a time. Come on, y'all. Coming together in love we rise. Building community online. Sharing our hearts feels mighty fine. Making each day better, each day better, each day better, one song at a time. A daily antidote of song. Ooh, okay, I had a little Richard in there. Hello, people. There are people here. Great day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we happen to be in this world. Happy, happy journey to us all. I am Arne. I am so happy to be your host on this Thursday edition of Daily Antidote of Song. Every day, every single day. How many days? Every day. How many days? Every day. I think it's 8765431. Somebody's going to tell me in the chat, but I'm so glad. Let's give a hand to the people at Carpe Diem Arts for bringing this healing and lovely, lovely series to us every single day. Woo! All right, let's take a breath. Family, it is September 1st, 2022, and this is day one of New Friends Month. This entire month, there will be new song leaders that you have never experienced before. This is day one of that, and I'm so excited to bring forward someone very special today. But we'll get to her and we'll get this party started after we say greetings, of course, to our Facebook Live family. They're here. Okay, you know the drill. To the left, up top, to the right, on the bottom, to the right, up top, to the left, on the bottom. Okay, we can mix it up. And then just wave to everybody in the room. Just go ahead. Wave to everybody. Satar, if you're out there, sending you love. And then I've got to say hello to my girl, Jojo Rossi, the creator of this series. Let's see, there's Busy Graham, there's Diane, there's Katie, there's Anna, there's Jaden, there's Aaron, and our tech for the day is Jojo Rossi. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Who knew? Who knew she had these skills 870 something days ago, but she's got them now. Okay. Shroomers, we got some shroomers in the room. We got some shroomers in the boom boom room. Let's see. I'm happy to say hello to Annette Perron. Hello, Annette. So glad to see Becky. Hey. So glad to see Jenny in Suffolk. So glad to see Susan Scott. Hey. So glad to see Sheila in Florida. So glad to see Kathy in Virginia. There's my friend Kevin in DC. My girl Susan G. rocking the orange. Put the word of the day in the chat, Susan. So glad to see Trish in Victoria. So glad to see, I can't see the name. I got to open up. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd you go? Hindi in Toronto. So glad to see Cheryl in UK. So glad to see Kate in Charlottesville. So glad to see Delhi. Hey, and there is my Luda with love waiting for me. I love this, how it happens all the time. From Victoria, BC. Thank you so much. Carolyn in Boise, 879. She always keeps me correct. Hot Carolyn. That's what I'm going to say. Hot Carolyn and Hot Boise. Great to see you today. There's Kathleen in Albuquerque. Lovely having you here. Hi, Michelle and Steve, Silver Spring. So glad to see Bonnie in Boise. Greetings to you, love. And there's Storm. Hey, Storm. Happy to see you, my friend. Chuck Hakeem in Detroit is here. Ruth from Birmingham, UK is here. Pinkies up. Amanda and Miles from Michigan are here. Great to see you. Hi, Jamie in Victoria. We've got Tim in Philadelphia. There's Ralph also in Victoria. Caroline in DC. Hello. Anne is in Nashville with a fur baby. Thank you. We welcome you both. Susan Miller in Seattle. Great to see you. Sue Free is here. Deborah in Kentucky is here. Hi, Dan in Virginia. Nicola in the UK. Greetings to you. Okay, hold up. Stop moving. Stop moving. Everybody take a breath. Okay, Nancy with the moo cow is here. Okay, I see one curly top. I see two curly tops. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And there's Busy Graham. Hey, Busy Graham. Nice seeing you here. Sophie from Essex in New Jersey is here. Aloysius somewhere in the world. We've got Aaron in Maryland. Bronwyn in Victoria, BC. There's Kat in Vermont. LMG is here. Bob is on the iPhone. Carol J from Connecticut is here. Sherry in New Hampshire is here. We've got Hindi on audio. We've got Jane in Maryland. We've got Sarah Hardigan there. Greetings to you. We've got Shelley and Martha Wagner. And Sandra Moon is coming into the room. So we know it's going to be a good day. Okay, everybody, let's take a breath. Let's take a breath. Let's see. Oh, someone asked me last Thursday. I was struggling to get internet service because there was a temporary power outage in my neighborhood, but I was happened to be in a grocery store. Anyway, all is well now. We're back to normal, and yes, I have learned how to manually lift my garage door because, of course, it's on the electronic clicker. But I know how to lift it now, so I can at least get my car out. So all is well. Okay, let's take a breath on that. 879, day 879. Give ourselves a hand. Our theme today is new friends, and this is my first opportunity in meeting today's guest song leader, and I just decided that she is going to be my friend. I made the decision all on my own, and she gonna go with it, right? We did a fist bump on it, right? Fist bump. There we go. She is all about books, music, shadow theater, and more. All the things that I love. Our guest is a poet, playwright, and award-winning author of children's and young adult books. Her work has been translated into foreign languages. It's been optioned for television and also produced on stage. She teaches popular workshops on writing and the creative process around the country. And today, we get to experience her as a singer, songwriter, and player of the ukulele. Coming to us from Montclair, New Jersey. Everybody show her some daily antidote love. Put them hands up and together for Mary Amato. Mary Amato. Hello, new friend.
Thank you, everybody, and hello to my old friends out there and new friends who I'm just meeting today.
How
Um,
are you? How you feeling?
I'm Everybody is looking great, and I'm so happy to feel all the love coming from all these little spaces all around the world. So I'm feeling great today, and I'm
Fantastic,
so
fantastic.
happy to share a song with you.
All right, so what have you chosen to share?
So I am going to do a Jack White song. The White Stripes for Jack and Meg White, and this is an unlikely song for a rock duo. It's about starting school and being a little kid, and it's called "We Are Going to Be Friends." It has a lot of lyrics, but don't be afraid of them. There's a verse that repeats 5 times. The melody repeats 5 times. So we're going to learn that verse today. And what I want you to do when you're singing is to not worry so much about the melody. The words of this song are so lovely, and I want you to really just kind of be present for the meaning of every line, whether or not you sing that line along with me, or in whatever way you want. I love the lyrics of this song. There
Okay, so
will be one bridge, and I'm going to sing that bridge. And while I sing it, I want you guys to really move a little bit. I'm a big believer in movement, and so I'm purposefully not going to teach the melody of the bridge so that you're reminded when you get there to do a little chair dance. uh, Let me see some arms moving and some shoulder shimmies and whatever it is. So really give me a chair dance on that bridge, and then we come back after the bridge for the last verse, which has that same melody.
okay, so
So
that's fantastic. Now, before you get started, there's an
yeah,
ask if you can turn your sound up a bit.
yeah. So
People want to hear you.
does that help? Does that
Uh,
help? Testing.
Keep going. They'll let me know.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hopefully, I can also project a little more. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, and if I'll look at you, Arne, and if I see this, I'll know it's not personal. It has to do with the volume. All right. So we have the first part of the song. So look up on your chat to the first part of the song, and we have "Fall is here, hear the yell." And it's super simple melody. It just goes stair steps down. So it sounds like this: Fall is here, hear the yell. So go ahead and sing that. Fall is here, hear the yell. That's excellent. And then you repeat it. Back to school, ring the bell. So sing that. Back to school, ring the bell. So those are the first two lines of every verse. It's just da da da, stair steps going down. Excellent. So let's just do those first two lines. One, two, one, two, three, four. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell. Okay, you guys look fabulous. Then we get to bluesy it up a little bit. So listen to this. Brand new shoes, walking blues. So here we go. Brand new shoes, walking blues. Then we go back and we sing the same melody. Climb the fence, books and pens. Here we go. Climb the fence, books and pens. Excellent. So now we're going to put those four together. So 3 of them are the same. And then there's that bluesy little insert. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. Excellent. Thumbs up. Yeah, you're hearing me okay? All right. Then we have the refrain, which repeats. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Sing it with me. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. And you repeat it, and the last friends just kind of fall off of it a little bit. So it'll sound like this. The last line, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Friends. You're just kind of falling into each other's arms. Friends. All right? So that is the whole verse. Those last 2 lines again, up to tempo, are going to be 1, 2, just the last 2 lines. I can tell that we are going to be friends. Hold on to it. Again, I can tell that we are going to be friends. Yeah. Now, when you sing that line, you have to mean it. Sing it like you really mean it, because that's the important part of this song. It's so sincere and nostalgic and sweet, and your heart has to be in it. I always think of singing as like getting into character, which is what I do when I write books. I really get into character, and in this case, you know, it's that character of being a little kid and going off to school for the first time. So really embrace that and enjoy that. Okay, we're going to sing the whole song, and I'm going to take it a little slow, slower than I would normally take it, but we're going to just go through without stopping and just let that melody soak in and enjoy the words. Now, one thing before we start, this is what I always do when I'm getting ready to sing a song. I look at the lyrics, and I pick one little part that just brings me some delight. And I use that in my mind as a little reminder so that when I get to that part in the song, I remember how delighted I am. And the reason why I do that is because sometimes when we sing, our mind starts to wander and we lose our mindfulness about what it is that we're singing. We might start thinking about how we sound, or we might start wondering about how we look. And that is not the point of singing. The point of singing is to really be present in and really embrace what it is that you're singing. So I find that prepping myself by thinking ahead and saying, okay, when I get to this part, it's going to be like a little reminder, like a little Zen bell ringing, saying, don't forget, be present, Mary. So glance at the lyrics right now and pick a little phrase that when you get there, you're going to be so delighted to sing it. So I'm gonna pick chasing all the ants and worms. It's down there in the third one, and when I get to that, I'm just going to be reminded how fun this is. All right, you do the same. Pick a little part, and when you get to that part, just be delighted. and I should see little sparks of joy coming from different people's eyes at different times during the song. All right, here we go. So, you see in the chat, we're starting at the top and we're going to go through. There's two parts to the song, so you might have to scroll down, but hopefully everybody can follow along. And if you get lost, just hum and dance. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fall is here, hear the yell. Back to school, ring the bell. Brand new shoes, walking blues. Climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Repeat that, here we go. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Here we go, walk. Walk with me, Suzy Lee. Through the park and by the tree, we will rest upon the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniform from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Beautiful. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Another verse. Numbers, letters, learn to spell. Nouns and books and show and tell. At playtime we will throw the ball back to class through the hall. Teacher marks our height against the wall. Teacher marks our height against the wall. Here we go. Chair dance. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. We sit side by side in every class. Teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. La 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 la. Tonight I dream when I'm in bed, when silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. And when I wake tomorrow, I'll bet you and I will walk together again. 'Cause I can tell that we are gonna be friends. 'Cause I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Lovely!
Oh, wow. Wow. We needed that today, Mary Amato. We needed that. Oh,
Such a snappy little song, and it's so hopeful. And so as you see all the little kids walking out to school, think about that song. It's such a
my
fun one to
goodness.
learn.
Oh my goodness. And how did I see? I knew we were going to be friends because I went right to the worms too. I went right there. You said it. So everybody, give her a hand for that. What a wonderful, wonderful way to start out this September 1. Okay. All right. Let's get into your songwriting workshops. So I know ukulele, there's puppetry involved, there's story inventing. Do tell, do tell, do tell.
Oh, that's sweet. I love to teach because in teaching, that's when I make all of my discoveries and I learn so much. So it's important to me to keep teaching, and I am now doing some things here in New Jersey. So if there are any New Jerseyans out there, I moved from Maryland. I was in Maryland for 35 years and just moved here to Essex County, New Jersey. But I am doing online things as well. So my newest workshop coming up is one that I've done before, and I call it meditative songwriting, and it's a two-part workshop, and I use songwriting every day. I mean, I don't just write a song once in a while. I will sing my feelings. and turn it into a short song that then helps me to process whatever it is that I'm going through. And so I have a way that I love to teach that. And it's one of my favorite classes to teach. So if you're interested in that, it is online as well as hybrid. And there's info about that in the chat. Yeah, I do write books, and because I love to sing and love music so much, a lot of that creeps into my fiction. So my most popular book is called Guitar Notes, and it's about two young songwriters and the songs that they write. And so it's really a novel, but it's also a love letter to the power of songwriting. And I'll just tell one little story. When I was in the eighth grade, I had an English teacher who brought in a 45 record player. A lot of you will remember that. And he brought in Paul Simon's I Am a Rock. And he played it for us, and we analyzed it as poetry. We analyzed the lyrics as poetry. And my mind was blown because English class had always been so boring up until that point. And suddenly it was like, oh my gosh, this is relevant.
Yes.
And at the time, I was grieving. I had lost my mother in fifth grade, and the years had gone by, and I hadn't processed any of that grief. And I was getting a new stepmother who I didn't like, and I was in bad, bad shape emotionally. And that night, after he played us that record, and we talked about poetry and songwriting, I went home and I wrote my first song, and it was a song that I addressed. I'm going to choke up a little bit, but it was a song that I addressed to my mother, and it was my way of speaking her to her for the first time. And then in the song, it's a dialogue song, and so she speaks back to me, and I was able to write what I needed to hear. And I've been songwriting ever since.
Incredible. Incredible. Wow. Well, speaking of mothers, let's just take a moment right here to send a love shout out to your mother in love, who is a
Yeah.
little under the weather now. Can you tell us her name so we can just send her some
Yeah,
love and
thank you so much.
healing energy?
Sylvia would have been here. She's 91, and she just tested positively for COVID today. And so I'm worried about her. But she is such an amazing spirit and such a singer. And she will love to watch the video of this. So if everybody can send a shout out and healing vibes to Sylvia,
Put the healing
she's
hands
just
up.
the greatest.
Healing hands up. Jojo, you want to grab people? Healing
Thank you,
hands.
thank you, thank you.
Healing hands up for Mama Sylvia. We were wishing her the best. Wow, this meditative songwriting series sounds so fascinating. I want to talk about your Steamy series. I'm calling it your Steamy series. These are love songs that were inspired by STEAM metaphors, and everyone knows STEM stands for what is science, technology, engineering, and math. And then you add the A, you get the arts, and that gives you the
hmm
STEAM. What is the origin story of this idea?
Yeah, so I do a lot of songwriting where I try to put myself in another point of view. And so I started to think about unusual points of view. And so, what is an astronomer thinking when an astronomer is looking and listening for life outside of our system here? And I just had this idea that it would be really interesting to take science metaphors and to work in that love story. My husband is a science communicator, and he is in love with science. He gets so excited about learning about how the world works, and that really spills over to me too.
Wow, wow. So, give us a couple of names, titles of these songs in this series.
Yeah, so the astronomer's love song is one. There's one about a love song to a drone, and it has a real kind of dark side to it because there is a dark side to drones. So they're not all happy song. There's a song that's based on chemistry. There's a song that's based on the sun, kind of like the sun thinking about us and
Oh,
looking.
wow.
So there's a lot of different points of view, and I have them all collected on my SoundCloud channel, so that you can hear them and listen to the lyrics. I also have PDFs of the lyrics so that you can take a look at them that way too.
Yes, it's really well organized. I did check it
Oh,
out.
thanks.
So you have a very special connection with Nico Rossi,
I
son
do.
of Jojo Rossi, the creator of Daily Antidote of Song series. Tell us about that connection, and we might have a little extra audio treat for everyone.
Yes, Nico is an amazing singer and just such a great spirit. I love Nico. I fell in love with Nico the first time I ever met him, which was through Carpe Diem Arts. And I have been working on this book series for 7 to 10-year-olds about a songwriting club. It's called the Lucy McGee series. There are 4 books in the series, and I wanted to have kids sing the songs that the fictional kids write in the books. And I tapped Nico to see if he would sing on these songs. There is an important male character in the book, and so he played the role of that character and sang these songs. And he brought so much innovation to our recording sessions together that I ended up making changes to the songs based on his ideas and the kinds of fun things that he tried. He just had zero inhibitions and was such a joy to work with. So you can hear Nico's voice on these recordings, and these recordings are on my website. And I think Joe can play a little snip of
Yeah,
one of
let's
them.
get a little. And how old was he at this point? Do you remember?
Oh, it was years ago, so probably like 12, maybe 11, something like that.
All right, JoJo, let it go.
Yum, yum, yum.
There's Nico.
Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Give me chocolate chip cookies. Extra chips, please. And peanut butter too. No allergies. Give me dulce de leche. Getting hungry. Cookies from Peru. Peru? Give me ginger snaps and oatmeal. Snap, snap, crunch. And snickerdoodle doos. Doo, doo, doo. And all the coconut cookies. They gone Honolulu. Hawaii. Just to give me cookies. No, no, no. With bugs, cause it's true. Ew. Dead bug bodies. Dead bug bodies. Are very hard to. Really hard? Very hard to. Super hard? Very hard to. Super duper hard. Very hard to chew. I have a really weird laugh.
That is too adorable. Everybody, give it up for Nico Rossi. Give it up for Nico
So
Rossi.
fun.
Oh, wow. 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 Okay, I'm going to get in trouble with you, Mary. I can see. There's one thing I do want to bring forward, though. There's a quote from you that says, I give voice to the funny, sad, messy, and wondrous stories of life, especially the stories of children and young adults. I was curious why you specifically, what draws you specifically to those ages and to that audience, but then you talked about your mom.
Yeah.
Wondering if there's an
Yeah,
connection there. Can you
absolutely.
speak on that?
When you're a kid and you're going through a hard time, often books will be a saving grace. And when I was going through that really difficult time, my mother was sick for years, and she died when I was in between my fourth and fifth grade. And it was books that really brought me comfort, and it was also books that showed me that you can speak the truth, because there would be characters who would say things in books that I didn't hear in real life. Characters tended to have outbursts and express their emotions in the climaxes of books, and in real life I was very closed and inhibited. And so I think that books taught me how to really take myself as a whole person, and how to give myself permission to feel and to express those feelings. So right as I was reading, I was thinking to myself, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. It took me a long time to get there, but it is a joy to be able to be writing for children and young adults. Thank you.
Wow, wow. Well, congratulations to you. I was that library nerd kid. I would go into the library and I liked putting the books back. So the librarians were always happy to see me because, I knew the Dewey Decimal System at that point. And, I was the one putting things back on the shelf where they belonged. And wow, I get it. You are my friend, and I want to sing that song again, please.
So let's do it. We're running kind of late, so
Oh,
let's just do the last verse. And when we do this last verse, we're gonna really give it everything we got. So I'm gonna go a little slower. It's the verse that goes, "Tonight I'll dream while I'm in bed." So really get in character and let the meaning of the each line come out. One, two, three, four. Tonight I'll dream when I'm in bed, when silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. And when I wake tomorrow, I'll bet you and I will walk together again. 'Cause I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Last line. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
oh,
I
wow.
hope everyone has a wonderful September.
Yes, and you started us out in a fantastic way. Everyone, let's give it up for Mary Amato. We thank you for your time, your gifts, your heart, your stories, your creativity, and the puppets. We'll see you next time. We're wishing you a beautiful day filled with just lots of love and laughter. Everybody, let's breathe that in. Whoo. Okay, are there any announcements? Jojo Rossi, any announcements? No announcements. Okay, before I say our final goodbyes, I'm going to use this time, I forgot earlier, to extend an invitation for any new people in the room. Let us know your name, where you're tuning in from, the city, the country, the galaxy, the star formation, wherever you are coming from, and how you found us here at Daily Antidote of Song. And one of these days, you will be getting a very special welcome from the series creator, Jojo Rossi. Okay, y'all. I think it's time to. I'm going to put uh, this link in. This is a retreat that I am participating in September. In September already. Wow. And Jojo Rossi went on the website. Thank you for this, Jojo, and put a preview in the reviews. So we're asking for previews in the reviews for Maggie Wheeler and myself for our Songs of Sustenance series that's coming up in September. You can go there. Okay, that's all I got for now. Let's take a breath, give thanks for this day, and I guess I could say goodbye to some good people. All right, how do we do this? There we are. All right, Mary Amato. Let's start out by saying goodbye to Mary Amato. Thank you so much. Sending love to Sylvia also, everybody. Show her love. Show her love. Sylvia, you're going to love this. You're going to be so proud when you see this. You'll be so proud. Let's say goodbye to Jojo Rossi, who is the creator of the series and who's running tech today. Thank you so much, Annette Perron, for being here. Susan, nice to see you. Sheila in Florida, thank you for your presence. Kathy in Virginia, great to see you. Kevin, I would love to have heard you play that on the flute. Kevin's in DC. Susan G, did we put a word for the day in the chat? Maybe today I'll save it. I always forget to save it. Thank you for being here, Susan, and thank you for wearing orange. I appreciate that. Deli, good to have you here. Luda, with all that love, waiting in Victoria, BC. Thank you. Carolyn, I saw you with your Beyonce fan on. Your hair was floating in the air. So you a hot girl. You a hot girl summer, and it's all about you. Kathleen in Albuquerque, glad to have you here. Michelle and Steve in Silver Spring, thank you for being here. Bonnie in Boise, always lovely to see you. Chuck Hakeem in Detroit, thank you for being here. Ruth in Birmingham, UK, pinkies up, baby. Ralph in Victoria, thank you for your presence. Carolyn in DC, great to see you. Carolyn, she's also a lover of books, just like me. We share that in common. And in Nashville, Tennessee, thank you, thank you. Susan in Seattle, see you next time. Dan Walker in Brianna, Virginia, great to have you here. Busy Graham, Took a little time out of her day to be here. Thank you so much. Great seeing you. Sandy in Silver Spring. Love. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, it's a healing love card to Sylvia. Oh, my goodness. Okay, maybe we can spot like that. Jerry, thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here. Kate in Charlottesville, good to see you. Okay, people are moving. Mabel and Bob and the Bears. The Bears are here with Mabel and Bob. Always grateful for that. Anne in Maryland, thank you so much. Jamie and Victoria, great seeing you. Jenny in Suffolk, UK, glad you're here today. Trish in Victoria, BC, hello, hello. Gary, more solutions every day. One curly top, two curly tops. If somebody's wearing orange, you know that's my thing. Okay, y'all are moving, stop moving. Amanda and Miles in Michigan with somebody. Oh, there's somebody else. Okay, it's a lot going on in there. Okay, whoever all those other people are, great to have you here. Hindi in Toronto, thank you for being here. Storm, hello, see you next time. Aloysius all around the world. Jim Scott, a new friend, thank you for being here. Jane in Maryland, great to see you. Deborah in Kentucky, hello, hello. Linda Rose, nice to have you here. Kat Cox in Vermont. Carol J. in Connecticut. Sherry in New Hampshire. Hindi is here on audio. Sarah Hartigan's here. Martha Wagner. Amos. Somebody is chewing, and it ain't me. Loriana and friends are here. It's a beautiful day. Make a new friend. Make a new friend and be a friend. How about that? Mary Amato, you are my new friend for the day. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right. I love the songs. I will see you guys. Facebook people. Goodbye to Facebook folks. See you guys next time. Sorry, I'm moving really fast. All right.